Right, this now should be working. Sorry about that dud that happened. I think the microphone was plugged on the wrong USB, so it didn't pick up any audio. It wasn't picking up on OBS. I noticed that, so I had to abort that stream. So yeah, anyway, I deleted it, so no evidence was left, so yes. Yes, good afternoon. It's kind of like a coldish day for me today, but yeah, the stream, you know, the grind never ends, gotta keep going. So similar to what I did yesterday, I'm gonna be carrying on with like doing art for Twitch. So yesterday I had to redo my banner. I did that, and I drew some chibis for some like Twitch panels, and did the line art and stuff for the offline banner. So what I'm going to be doing today is I think I'm going to be colouring in. The line art is done. I want to colour in one chibi, and I want to also colour in the offline banner as well. So that's my objective today. I've actually been working on the animation project offline. It's actually kind of almost done, just a few more like stuff to do. So actually I might finish that project offline and carry on with this Twitch project kind of going on to next week. Just to let you know that next week's schedule for me is going to be a bit on and off because I actually have activities to go to. Tomorrow I will stream as normal, that won't change. But Tuesday I have like an event to go to, so no stream on Tuesday. And then Wednesday I should be able to stream, and Thursday I have an event to go, so no stream there. I'll take it from there because, you know, it's near the end of September, coming into October. October's going to be a good month. It's my birthday month, and lots of events and activities happening in October. So I'm looking forward to that. Just wanted to say, oh, there's Steamers. Steam Elements in the red. Oh, not too sure if my TTS chat is going to work, so I better keep an eye out for that. But yeah, because of the mishaps that just happened, but everything should be in order.
Streamy Elements says SkyeMorph is now live. Streaming art, drawing things for my Twitch channel, offering banner and Twitch panel chibis.
Yeah, so that's exactly what I'm going to be doing today. I did the line art and like roughs yesterday, and I'm going to be colouring in today, and yeah, pretty much going to be doing this topic, doing this project into next week. As I said before, next week's going to be a bit on and off. I'll be like streaming on some days like Monday and Wednesday, and not streaming on Tuesday and Thursday. Friday, hopefully Friday into the weekend, I should be able to stream. October is a pretty exciting month, lots of stuff happening in October. Yeah, so but when October arrives, I'll let you know what my plans are. What I was going to say before Stream Elements came chatting is that today was, I've been working, before I started streaming, I was working on like a animation. It was like a present for a certain artist I admire. They're on Twitter. So yes, they're on Twitter. But finally it was their birthday, and I decided to, well, obviously it's their birthday, gotta post it, right? So that's what I did. They were happy. So that's good, you know, that was like a week worth of, you know, work, I guess. And I'm glad they liked it. Something that I might want to show. Also, I guess it was like maybe something I can work on after I get this Twitch stuff done. Was another animation project on ToonSquid that I wanted to do for fun, I guess, for fun. So the animation present I was working on, it was a Fire Emblem Engage. It was just like, I don't know if you played the game, but when the characters summon the emblems. They do like a flashy sequence where the ring sparkles and the ring activates, and the emblem, the chosen emblem, is like on the side. It's like a really flashy sequence. I did that. It was fun. What I did is that I captured like the sequence on my Nintendo Switch, and then cut it using my Nintendo Switch, and then imported the video onto ToonSquid, and then I kind of rotoscoped it. I didn't completely copy it. I just like, how can I say it? I copied the skeleton pose, like the usual posing that I do before I do line art. I did that, but I did it with the video. I kind of like didn't really trace the background. I kind of like made like positioning tracing, so I traced like the position of the trees and the grass, but I colored it all in like myself to do the background, and then slowly do the line art for each of the like poses, and then you gradually make like a 4-second animation with it. So that's what I did. The results look good. Actually, I kind of want to show it off, so I'll show off the animation that I did. It was a week worth of work. I think I'll quickly show it off. Just give me a moment. Because I did it kind of in secret, so off stream. I wanted to maybe stream it, but I thought, nah, probably not. So let me see if I can bring it up. Is this a video? Is this a video? I should like capture it in GIF form. I have it in GIF form, so it's just easier to look at. So I will do that. Oh no, this is not. Damn it. Okay, I don't. This is a video format or something. Okay. I thought I had it. No, I'm gonna bring it up, but I just want to mute the audio for it. Gonna see if I can bring it up. This is gonna have audio. Shut the audio. No, this is not it. So I'm still looking for it actually. NC, right? No credits. Got it. Yes, okay. Right, I have it. So yes, wait just a moment. Oh my god, my brain. I'm having a brain freeze. Just need to test something. Okay, so this is what we're working on today. The offline menu. But anyway, yeah. Okay, this is the animation that I did. It took me a week to do this. Took me a week to do this animation. Quite happy with it though. Took a whole week to do. Yeah, but it was fun. It was so fun to do. What did I like from it the most? I like the particle light effects. That was the fun bit. I know that was the last bit I did. I think doing like Alfred's positioning and stuff was such a pain. It was just, he moved his head around too much. I didn't want to do too many frames, but yeah, I really liked it. So if you've noticed the character being summoned, he's not in Engage. So that was their favorite character that I decided to like put in. So he's kind of got like Sigrid. He's got Sigrid's movement, which is like not. But in the future, what I want to do is I want to, how can I say it? I want to do the one, Alfred's got the one with the bracelet. He's got like the bracelet on, and he summons, it's like DLC characters. I'm talking about Fire Emblem. And what I want to do is that I want him to summon one of my favorite characters who's not in Engage. Spoiler alert, I have two favorite characters in Fire Emblem series so far. One is Zero from Niles/Zero from Fire Emblem If Fates. The other one is Linhardt from Three Houses. So I kind of want to do like one where Alfred is summoning through his bracelet Linhardt. That's what I want to do. That is a personal project, so it would be for me. It wouldn't be for anyone else, it would be for me. I mean, it'd be cool to do it with like nails as well, but for now I have an idea of what Linhardt would look like if he was like summoned through the bracelet, so that's gonna be my next project. I'm figuring it out right now. Okay, this is making you a bit dizzy if I keep talking about this, so I'm gonna switch back to my project. But what I want to do, I've been doing it in secret, that project, and I've got the skeleton out. The only thing I need to do is like trace a bit of the background, but once that's done, all the drafts are done and I'm ready to start doing line art throughout. That will be like the next project. I know I'm talking like in advance, I'm not even like finished the current project, so I always like to think like like 4 steps ahead or something like that. But anyway, enough talk from me. I'm gonna get to work on this offline banner. Yeah, lots of like stuff, because I wanna like color finish this chibi, maybe color her in, and then this was the ideas. Oh crap. This was the ideas that I had, so I might want to refer back to this. These are my references. I'm gonna like steal colors. I'll probably do like another chibi, cover like a donation chibi, but okay. I am talking way too much in the future, which is not good. Like, you know, talk about things that don't even happen yet. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get to coloring. But yeah, I kind of wanted to show that animation project off because I've been working on it for like a good week or so. So I kind of just wanted to show off my work. Like, I finally got it out because it was their birthday today. Finally posted it on Twitter, so I'm quite pleased with it. They did really like it, so that was good, you know. So good. It's always good practice as well, doing rotoscoping and like trying to draw like a different art style. If you've noticed through that animation, it's not really my style. I wanted to draw Alfred more like handsome, similar to how he's drawn in the game, but he still had a very cutesy look because I still draw very big eyes. So it wasn't like completely like a success. So, but I'm kind of pleased with how I did it. So yeah, that's good. And yeah, and I have the other clip where Alfred is summoning a emblem through his bracelet, and I want that to be like Linhardt, just like for me. It'll be a good challenge to do. So that'll be something upcoming that I'll be doing. But I guess for now, I've got to finish my customization on the Twitch channel because in my opinion, there's too much. There's too much customization that I need to do. I mean, you know, in the future, if I do get a good following, I would have to think about doing emotes and doing like a channel trader and, you know, oh god, all this stuff. But like I said, I like, how can I say it? I really like creating things and like making things for projects. So it's not something I mind. So I will like, you know, rise to the occasion. So anyway, like, I guess this like ISs are kind of like that. They kind of want to make projects, do new projects, and then they like ditch them. It's very hard to like commit and finish. So yeah, I'm gonna do my best. I'm only like one person, but yeah. So tonight would be a good opportunity for me to do a gaming stream, in my opinion. I think I will. Last night I didn't, because actually last night I had actually I had so much to do last night. Lots of chores to do. I had to, like, you know, kind of change my blanket because it was getting cold, and had to, you know, have a shower and do the floors. Lots of chores. So there was just no way I was able to do it. Tonight should be more calmer. I mean, the only chore I probably have to do is, like, wash the dishes, maybe help cook and stuff. That's the usual that I do. But after that, I should be free to do a gaming stream, I believe. Yeah, I'm afraid for now it's still going to be Hades. I think, I don't know why. Like, I think I really, it was like Zagreus and Thanatos' fault that all I play in my pastime is Hades. I'm really a bit determined. I'm kind of determined that I'm gonna do a 32 run. 32 heat run. That's my determination. I will, you know, that's the minimum, right? Like, after 32 heat, like, you're not a casual gamer. You'll be a regular gamer if, you know, you can do 32 heat on Hades without God mode, no God mode, just regular mode. I don't think I would even, like, attempt 32 heat on hell mode, so it would be 32 heat regular Hades. And I've been working towards it. Been playing a bit more onto my Switch now, so I'm counting more of those hours. But I really want to do it. So that's my determination, that I'm going to do it. I've been working towards it. The build is going to be the same, and that is the Rammer bow, because I feel like the Rammer bow is incredibly good against mobs. It really is. The special kind of ricochets, and it affects all the enemies, and all you need really is Zeus's special, and it really ricochets off, and it destroys mobs. The other option I was considering was the shield, because you can protect yourself with the shield, and kind of kill mobs with it. The thing is that I've been picking, like, weapons that don't require certain boons to work. That was my initial idea, but actually, really, for the Rammer bow, I kind of just need Zeus' special, and then, okay, maybe Athena's Divine Dash for security. But I feel like maybe I'm almost there. Probably I just need to keep trying for me to finally get the 32 heat. So I've been trying to do it on my Switch, and actually it's finally, well, I got to the end of Tartarus without losing a Death Defiance, which is good, which is, like, you know, I need to, you know, do that. So that's good in playing in terms. So I probably might do a bit of that, and then really what I want to do, the thing is that what happened is on my Steam version, I was doing like a Rammer build, but it's no Zeus, and I got Athena's Divine Dash, and also gonna, you know, fight off the Fury Sisters. I want to see how that goes, and then, like, try and get Zeus special. But the problem is that the 32 heat setup I built is limited on boons. You can't really pick your boons, so it's very hard for me to get what I want, which is Zeus special. I might ditch that run and then do a build that has, like, the most mobs, so max jury summons, but make sure I get Zeus's special, because once you have Zeus's special on the Rambo, you can clear mobs incredibly easy. That's the tactic that I have. You know, ideally that, you know, to play it safe. Hello, Elijah. Don't mind me. I'm just, like, yapping away about Hades and stuff, but yeah, welcome to the stream. I'm just doing colouring in stuff for my Twitch banner. So this is the Twitch. just for my Twitch stuff, this is the, what you call it? The offline banner. Well, I'm talking about Hades, my plans for Hades. So, yeah. I think, Elijah, you were there for one of my Hades streams when I had the mic off, when I was testing it on Switch. And I had to do that because it was like 12 o'clock at night where I am, and I couldn't use the mic. The mic wasn't even on. But for here, since it's the afternoon, I can freely attach the mic on, so you can hear me talk this time. Normally, when I colour in, I don't use... How can I say it? When I colour in, I don't usually name my layers because I'm incredibly lazy. And I know what layers are, so I usually just put it at layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4. But I guess for this, I guess I should be more organised, so I will do that. I mean, I like using the paintbrush, but it's just when it's non-anti-alias, whatever you call that. Non-anti-aliasing, it just makes these gaps, and I have to fill in the gaps after I use the paint tool. But anyway, that's fine, I don't really mind. But yeah, I think tonight I will be doing a Hades stream. I'll do a bit of practice before. But yeah, gonna attempt the 32 heat run again. Then maybe after I can play more Hades 2 after that.
French Gaelic Bread says hello.
Hello, French Gaelic Bread. Bonjour. Yeah, the music's different. I found a Pokemon playlist, so you know, not the usual lo-fi
French Gaelic
beats.
Bread says bonjour, bonjour.
Bonjour, bonjour. Hope the weather is like okay from where you are in France. It's pretty grey, and I think realizing this weather, it's kind of like autumn is here. Autumn is like no more summer anymore. It's like autumn. I've changed all my clothes. I've changed my blanket. So I'm ready for winter. But yeah, we're picking up from where I left off yesterday. So just trying to customize my Twitch channel by doing, you know, the lots of things, you know, the things that Twitch requires, like offline banners and panels and more banners. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Also, I was thinking about doing a gaming stream tonight, more Hades, more me suffering in 32 heat. Yeah, that's thinking about doing that because that's all I'm thinking about. All I want to do. Actually, I kind of...
Bread says despite being only a few hundreds miles away, I'm having a bright sunny day.
Ah, so it's nice and sunny in France. Autumn hasn't hit France yet then. I like this playlist a lot. I like this music a lot.
French Gallic Bread says I live in the southern French Riviera part, that's probably why.
I guess so. Maybe the weather's more nicer at that area of France. I'm mostly not really well that familiar with France. Sorry about that. Interruptions.
French Gallic Bread says is that the offline drawing for Twitch, by the way.
Yep, this is the offline banner. So I decided to keep it simple because I think the offline banner is only for users who follow a channel, and then you see like a little what do you call it, banner for the people you followed, and that's the picture that I'm drawing right now. I don't know where else it shows up. It doesn't show up on the actual channel. It only shows up, the offline banner I think shows up when you've followed a user and you see like a little square little icon of like the people you're following. I think that's what the offline banner is. Well, anyway, if I finish this, I'll upload it and hopefully you'll see it, maybe, somewhere, on whatever Twitch interface. I should be more working on the panels, because there's lots to do for the panels. And I'm really ambitious with the panels. I really, ideally with the panels, should just do like an icon with like lettering. It'd be more easier for me to do. It's just I'm not really a graphic designer, so I don't really want to do it. It'd look really amateurish if I did it. There is like a slight annoyance when using the fill tool. It doesn't completely fill in like the gaps and the lines when you do, so it's kind of like I have to go over it with a pen, or what do you call it, just a pen. I know like you have like functions like the lasso fill, or you could like manually color this in, but yeah, this is a bit tedious. Maybe I'm not really that well versed with using Clip Studio Paint. I think Clip Studio Paint I use to draw chippies and do like stuff like illustrations and banners. But apart from and animation. But apart from that, I'm not that well used with it. I've used a lot of programs before in the past, like Medibang, like paint tool sign. But yeah, my logo is still being worked on, so even if I finish colouring this offline banner, it still won't be completely uploaded and finished. I feel like I do need that logo. So I've commissioned someone to do my logo. The first draft wasn't really what I wanted, so I've asked for a revision, so it's still not done. But I feel like for the off banner, I really want to include my logo. So, yeah. For now, I'll colour in the characters and I'll do the background and then I'll leave it until then. But yeah, the aim is to get at least this coloured in and maybe one chibi coloured in as well. That's the aim anyway. Fingers crossed, I don't know. But if not, I think I'm still going to stream this tomorrow and on Wednesday as well. So I guess this will be next week's project that I'm working on.
French Gallic Bread says wait, you have a ponytail.
Yes,
Ah,
just a moment.
I never noticed, now I see it.
Test. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh my god, there's bad introductions and stuff. Yeah, I live with family. High chance I get interrupted. And that happened, I got interrupted. They offered me some cake. So I have some cake.
French Gallic Bread says it's alright, don't worry.
Yeah, these things are not planned. I don't plan these things. I only plan like a set time of day that I can stream, but of course everything goes, anything could happen. Yeah, but I had a disaster when I was trying to open stream and the mic wasn't working. So yeah, great. But yeah, hopefully you can hear me fine. Everything's okay. I'm gonna carry on with the stream. Okay, so back to this. I can hear stuff in the background. So if you hear stuff in the background, pay no attention. It's just, that's how my
French
family
Gullick
is.
Bread says I can hear you fine, except now I want a cake as well.
Cake. It's not special cake, by the way. It's an incredibly dry, plain cake. There's no cream on it or jam on it. It's like a loaf cake. In France, you have lots of cakes, no? Lots of patisseries and stuff, and croissants. France is well known for cakes. I mean, of
French
course you...
Gullick Bread says both our countries have a lot of foods,
Yes.
pastries, and
Yes.
cakes
Yes.
as well.
Yep, true. I don't know if the UK is well known for cakes. I don't think so. I think we stole it from the French. So, but yeah, cake. It's not really that special though, the cake I have right now. It doesn't actually look very good. I'll eat it later. I already ate something today, so I'm good.
French Gullick Bread says I have no idea what my country is famous for since I, well, live there haha.
Bread, like long bread, and like macaroons, and patisseries like tarts, and cake, and croissants, and like pain au chocolat, like those. Escargot snails? No? That's what not French people are famous for? French culture, food in particular?
French Gullick Bread says I don't eat snails or frogs.
I haven't eaten frogs. I have eaten snails. I think it's quite nice actually. It's seafoody. Snails are kind of seafoody. Tastes like mussels, kind of. So yeah, but I don't eat escargot that. Well, I don't eat snails that often. But yeah, it'll be exciting to go to Paris in October and try some French food. I hope. Also coffee. I must try French coffee. How the coffee scene is in Paris. So do want to try like having a French latte, French cappuccino. Yeah. Don't know if French do drip coffee.
French Gullick Bread says French coffee is a thing.
French coffee is a thing. I don't know how much of a thing if it is. If they do coffee similar to how the UK do coffee. So it'd be interesting to order like go to a coffee shop and order a latte or cappuccino, see how it is. I'm pretty sure that French, know how to make coffee. So yeah. I know probably French don't do tea, so yeah, they must do coffee, so yeah, be excited to try that. フレンチグリックブレッド says I live in the southern French Riviera part. That's probably why got interrupted. I do have a ponytail. If you've noticed in my design here, I have a ponytail, as you can see.
French Gulick Bread says I have no idea. I usually order my morning coffee in the local pastry shop.
Ah. I mean, I don't know what kind of coffee order you like to order when you have coffee. It depends if you like it with milk or you like it just black. There's different types of coffee. So I don't know, if you tell me if you have yours with milk or not, I would know what kind of type of coffee you have.
French Gulick Bread says the bitter the better, no sugar.
So black, completely black. You like your coffee completely black. So something like an Americano or a drip coffee. For me, I don't like Americanos that much. Or you like an espresso, like a really strong drink. For me, I don't like Americanos that much. It's basically Americano is an espresso but diluted down. I did buy a iced Americano once. It was just literally cold, bitter coffee. Not that I hate it. I do like the milk coffees better. So I do like a latte, a cappuccino, I think. Mocha is my favorite because, chocolate and coffee go well. But for black coffee, I prefer a drip coffee, so like a V60 drip coffee. Really good. It doesn't at that point,
French Gulick Bread says I can't have milk, unfortunately.
But you can have oat milk or nut milk. There's alternatives if you're lactose intolerant. There's a lot of people, plenty of people have oat lattes, oat cappuccinos. Oat is very popular with coffee. Almond, not so much. It's definitely oat. So, I mean, you can still enjoy coffee with an alternative milk.
French Gulick Bread says we only have cow milk in France.
Really?
I don't think any French people know what oat milk is, haha.
Oh my god! Really? Oh my god, French people are so hardcore. In the UK, you can have all types of milk with your coffee. It's very popular in the UK that you don't have cow's milk. You have oat milk and almond milk with your coffee. There's a lot of lactose intolerant people where I am. There's a lot of them. They order a lot of oat milk coffee, I call it. Really, it's not a thing in France. Oh, that's a shame because I could have ordered a oat. So say I go to France and I want an oat latte. It's not possible. Oh god. I mean, that's fine for me because I can drink milk. So I'm not lactose intolerant. Since I don't drink milk that often because I'm scared it'll make me fat. So that's why I don't drink milk that often, but I can drink it. It's just a milk for me. Drinking milk is like a treat for me because
French Gulick Bread says maybe you can find those in Paris, but definitely not where I live.
I see. Interesting. Maybe for the baristas there, it's quite simple then. All they got to do is work with normal cow's milk and not any other alternative milk. So that's good for them. That's easy for them. I feel bad though if someone came in who's lactose intolerant saying that they want an oat latte and they'll be confused. What? You use nuts? You using nut juice for your coffee? That sounds I think oh, that sounds disgusting. That sounds disgusting. But in the UK it's quite normal. It's incredibly normal. I know this because I'm a barista myself. I've worked in several cafes, so I know how like it's so common. It's like second nature. You see, I get customers, they come in and it's always just oat lattes, oat, yeah. And we go through a lot of oat milk. Like milk and oat milk is like the most popular milks baristas work with, and they go down so quick. So it's really odd, I guess, hearing that.
French Gallic bread says what is oat actually? Because I have no idea what it is.
Oh, it's like it's a grain. It's a grain. Oats are grains, like, you know, oat porridge. I don't know if you've eaten porridge before. It's a grain. So like bread uses wheat. Oats is like a grain. So oats, you normally have it for breakfast. I don't know if it's a French thing, but in the UK and in America, porridge is very popular breakfast. You use oats for that. So for lactose intolerant people, you know, you can't drink cow's milk. You can like extract juice. It sounds disgusting, but you can extract juice from oats. So you call that oat milk. Here we got a brand called Oatly, incredibly popular oat brand milk. It's just, it's very sweet. You drink it, it's incredibly sweet. Way more sweeter than like cow's milk, but also thinner. So it's kind of like an opaque brown liquid. Oat milk is kind of heavily processed. It's got like agent. It's got like.
French Gallic bread says, "Ooh, I just googled it. We only eat oat in France if you want to lose weight, basically."
Yeah, it's a grain. Oats are grains, and in the UK where I am, it's quite popular. People drink it as milk and eat, you know, oats for breakfast. It's like very filling. But yeah, oat milk is it's kind of like it's thinner than cow's milk. And it's more browner, and because it needs to act like milk when you like froth milk. Milk has like already natural components, but when you heat up the milk, it's like really creamy and frothy. You need to do the same with oat milk. So oat milk, they add in agents to kind of mimic the cow's milk when you heat up the oat milk. It will also froth up, but the froth is a bit different. But when you do have oat milk in your coffee, it's more sweeter. The oat milk, they kind of like add a lot of agents in, and it tastes like way more sweeter than like cow's milk. It's quite nice drinking oat milk actually. It's quite, it makes your drinks taste more sweeter. Almond milk kind of is the same thing. So you imagine nuts and you like blended it with water and you get kind of, you know, milk consistency made out of nuts.
Says, I tried oat once. It tastes like wet cardboard. I don't like it, bleh.
Yeah, sure. People, like I said, there's always alternatives. There's almond milk if you know, want to crush nuts and make that into milk and put that in the coffee. There's soya milk. I don't like soy milk. Soy milk is bean juice. No, I don't like that. And also it's incredibly hard to work with coffee as well. It's not ideal. Don't have soy milk with your coffee.
French Gallic bread says, how do you milk an almond?
How do you milk an almond? It's kind of like you crush it and then you put water and you blend it. So it's like nut juice or something like that. Sounds wrong. Sounds incredibly wrong how I'm saying it. But it's an alternative to people who are lactose intolerant and can't drink cow's milk. Of course, what I recommend as a coffee drinker, you should just always have your coffee with milk. That's
French
like the
Gallic
best.
bread says, so it's just liquid almond basically.
Yes. It's liquid almond with some sugar, some agents to make the milk more frothy. Yeah, it's basically nut juice. Nut juice. Yeah. Like a nut smoothie? Something like that. But yeah, it's just like second like, I don't even think about it. It's just like, oh, you know, it's quite common to have other milks apart from cow's milk, but of course, yeah, the best milk to go with coffee is just cow's milk. So it's like, you know, a given. I don't know, it must be like a gene that's in the European kind of faction that just everyone is like lactose intolerant. Not many people drink milk. I mean, I don't know about the Asian continent, because people in Asia don't drink milk, so they drink soy milk more. So yeah, it's quite interesting that, like, you know, different parts of the country probably drink milk or don't drink milk. But yeah, in terms of me, I really like drip coffee as my black coffee choice because it's more flavorful than Americano. If brewed correctly, it can taste like tea, and it doesn't really taste like coffee at all. It just tastes like a very strong form of black tea, and I really like that. But doing a V60 takes a lot of time, and I can't be bothered getting my scales out just to weigh the dose of the coffee. So, and also weighing the measurements of the
French Philic Bread
water
says,
as well.
I'm not intolerant. The tastes of milk just makes me very nauseous.
I mean, that's fine. Like I said, some people can't really drink milk at all. Most of them are lactose intolerant. I mean, some people, you know, there are types of people who I've met as well who just don't drink caffeine. In particular, caffeine, they say, makes people, I don't know, if they drink caffeine, they're gonna die. They drink caffeine, they're gonna have a heart attack if they drink caffeine. So there are people who actually do enjoy decaf for a reason I don't understand. I mean, if I drink coffee, I'm drinking it for the caffeine, because I'm drinking it because I want to be awake. But for some people, I guess they really enjoy the smell of coffee, that they can drink decaf, and that's not a problem. Decaf is okay, I guess. For me, I can't really tell the difference between decaf and non-decaf.
French
But
Philic Bread says there are coffees without caffeine.
yes,
Really?
yes, there is. There is decaf coffee. There is in the UK, hopefully in other countries, there is such thing as a decaf coffee. Decaf coffee is very specific because when you process the coffee beans, they like submerge it into alcohol, ethanol, and that makes sure that the caffeine from the beans migrates out. So they extract all the caffeine out, and it has no caffeine in it. So it is a thing. And there are people who drink decaf coffee because, as I said before, if they drink caffeine, they're going to die from a heart attack, or I don't know what's going to happen, but I have met people who are kind of caffeine sensitive, so they can't drink caffeine, so you've got to be very careful when making orders. You know, you have to make sure you use the decaf coffee. But decaf coffee is pretty much the same.
French Philic Bread says, I don't think you can find that where I live either, haha. French
Yeah.
people don't have breakfasts anyway. Maybe that's why we don't have all those stuff.
I guess not. Maybe French people just skip breakfast overall. And, you know, oh god, I feel sorry for all the people who, you know, are caffeine sensitive and they go to France and there is no decaf. Yeah. But, I mean, there's always, like, alternatives, I guess. So I think they know what they're doing. But I think decaf coffee kind of tastes the same. So
French Philic Bread says, is it true you folks eat meat, eggs and all for breakfast?
yeah. If it's like a special occasion, like on a Sunday, we'll have like a full breakfast, and that'll be like the full lot. So sausages, eggs, bacon, hash browns, even chips, like fried mushroom, fried tomato, and black pudding. And yeah, it's like a big breakfast. It's incredibly popular in like English cafes. You can go to an English cafe and order a full breakfast for like quite expensive, like 10 to 12 pounds, and you can have like a full plate, and it'll be like your brunch. You'll be incredibly full after eating it. You'll probably not even eat lunch after that because it's incredibly filling. It is kind of like yeah, a brunch thing. Brunch is like it's like a nickname for combining your
French
lunch.
Gallic bread says, whoa, most French people can't eat anything in the morning.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, for British people, they kind of have to have breakfast. It's like a must. Like have cereal, toast, eggs. It's like quite common. Even croissants. People have croissants and coffee and pain au chocolat and coffee for breakfast. It's not really rare, like really common. I don't think there are maybe a few people who skip breakfast. Oh yeah, I don't know if you've heard of the term brunch. Brunch is it's like a combination of breakfast and lunch. So instead of like having, you have like a late meal. So if you're eating it you skip breakfast and you have like your lunch, you call it a brunch. So yeah, brunches are quite common here where I live. Like you can have like in the weekend, it's like a weekend
French Gallic bread
brunch.
says it's a term city people use here. I never really understood this word.
Yeah, it's just a combination of lunch and breakfast. They call it brunch. It's kind of like a weekend thing when people are kind of lazy to get up in the morning. They like lie in, and so if they want to go and meet out with friends, they go and like have their first meal, and it'll be like a lunch and breakfast thing. So they call it a brunch. So it's very common to have like weekend brunches in restaurants.
French Gallic bread says here we eat at 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. That's all.
That's actually quite good. I really kind of want to eat less. I think like in some parts of the UK, it's really weird what they call their meals. I think like I don't know, they eat at certain times as well. I think here in the UK we eat like 3 meals: breakfast, lunch, dinner. And in some parts of the UK they also only have lunch and dinner, or they have like dinner and then another dinner, and they call that tea. So I don't really understand that, but yeah. That French people would eat breakfast because they make croissants and pain au chocolat and bread, and that's always like a breakfast thing. So yeah, a bit odd that I guess they don't eat breakfast.
French Gallic Bread says those shops are filled with construction workers, really, haha. It's mostly to share a coffee.
Interesting. Like the cafes, right? I thought croissant was like a French thing. So, and pain au chocolat, because I always try and say it in a French accent. And pain au raisin. I don't know if that's a French thing or a Western French thing, or yeah, I'm not too sure actually.
French Gallic Bread says, well, yes, it's French. You say all of those very well.
I think so. Don't know, I work in a cafe a lot, so I guess I've gotten used to saying those words out in a French accent. I did learn French.
Bread says also, how do you pronounce croissant?
Croissant. Croissant.
French Gallic Bread says, yeah, that's perfect.
It's like, would you like a croissant? Yeah, I worked a lot with like croissants and pain au chocolat, pain au raisins as well. Macarons probably not that much. I think that's also a French thing or something like that, but yeah. They're quite nice. I think they're a bit too sweet for my liking. Also too small. But yeah. The French patisserie.
French Gallic Bread says it comes from Paris, I believe. They're impossibly expensive little colorful cookies.
Yeah, I heard they're really hard to like bake as well. I think like when I was working somewhere, someone did like gift me like a whole box of macaroons. Not like authentic macarons, but kind of like it was probably made from a factory. But they were still incredibly nice to eat. I probably hadn't had macaroons, like expensive macaroons. Probably just like supermarket taste macaroons. There is a fancy macaroon place here, I've forgotten the name of it, but I've never tried their macaroons before. But yeah, I think they're too small. I don't think really they're worth the money as well, because, you know, for such a small price, such a high price, you're like paying for something really small, like you can eat in a bite or so.
French Gallic Bread says, my favorite thing ever will always and ever be lemon pies though, so good.
Interesting, I haven't actually heard of lemon pies. Is it like a lemon tart or an actual lemon cake? Or an actual pie? Oh god, pie could mean many things. I just realised pie could mean many things, because pie could be a cake. Pies in the UK are actually savoury. It's like crust pastry with filling inside. Or like if people are living in America, a pie could also be a pizza. They call it a pie. I don't understand like how pie can have so many meanings. Yeah, you might have to elaborate.
French Gallic Bread says every single pastry shop here sells those. It's a lemon paste on pastry dough, with meringue on top.
Okay, yeah. It's like a, that's a tart. I would call that a tart. So, lemon tart, basically. That sounds really nice. So you call that a pie, huh? Lemon pie. I mean, probably Americans would call that a lemon pie as well. I call that a tart. It's a lemon tart. But, yeah, different naming, I guess. But I really do love citrus, so I also love lemon and lime things. So that really sounds really good.
French Gallic Bread says in French it's called tart or citron, so it is tart for us too.
Okay, why did you call it pie then?
French Gallic Bread says I didn't know tart was an English word, sorry.
Nah, that's fine. Tart is an English. No, it's not. We adopted the name tart. So anything that has like a lot of filling but no cover, so it's just like the pastry on the bottom, I'd call that a tart. If it has pastry on top, I'd call that a pie. But like I said, different countries have different
French Gallic Bread
terms.
says apple pie or apple tart then.
Yeah. What you described is sounds like a lemon tart. Apple pies are quite nice. I do like apple pies as well. I was gonna say the Americans have like their own naming terminology when it comes to food.
French Gallic Bread says the person who taught me how to write English used American English, that's why I guess.
I guess so, yeah. I was gonna say that Americans, they call things differently. You know, they call pasta noodles, and they call, we call like biscuits, like sweet biscuits. How can I describe biscuits? Biscuits are kind of like, they're cooked, I can't say the cookies, but the Americans call biscuits cookies, even though I think a cookie has chocolate chips in it. And, you know, the biscuits in America, they look like scones. And then, you know, their chips are actually, we call crisps. And then, yeah, and then it gets all sorts of confusing. So, like in America, they eat biscuits and gravy, but in the UK, biscuits are sweet. So why would you eat biscuits with gravy? And you know, we got like cultural differences in between America and the UK. Different things are called different things. Yeah, and then the same thing with like chips, because chips in the UK is just
French Gallic
fries,
Bread
so.
says we use the biscuit and cookie words the same way you and me, haha.
Yeah, so in America, their biscuits are actually scones that you eat with like gravy and mashed potato. And UK biscuits is generally just cookies, right? They're like sweet, like, you know, you eat, like you have a butter biscuit. It's really odd. I don't understand how they name things. It's just they just decided, oh, you know. And then, like I said before, they call pasta noodles, and they can call their pizzas pies, even though it's not a pie. It's a pizza. So I don't particularly understand that. And then I was going to say that Americans also have coffee creamer, something we don't have probably in Europe. So if like I do get an American customer and they say, oh, I want creamer with my coffee, and I'll be like, well, we don't have creamer, we got milk. Yeah, milk is the creamer. And from what I understand, creamer is just really sweet milk, sweet cream that you put into your coffee to make it more drinkable, because you know some people don't like coffee. They want, you know, really sweet drinks. And then I watch in horror at the TikToks where they have Dunkin' Donuts and they order like 10 pumps of syrup and sugar and a teeny bit of coffee, and they call that coffee. It's kind of horrifying how much sugar that is. That's not even coffee anymore. That's just like sugar with like
French
a bit of
Gallic
coffee.
Bread says they add soda to their ice cream, so it's no wonder anything sweet they have it.
Yeah, but I like a soda float though. That's really nice. Ice cream and soda. I quite like that. Yeah, it's not common here though. Yeah. But coffee, the thing is that I do know a lot about coffee. So even if, you know, I've had customers say, oh, I would
French
like
Gallic
creamer.
Bread says you can have that in France, haha.
What, coffee creamer or soda float?
French Gallic Bread says you can't, I mean.
Yeah,
Of
you
course you can't.
can't. You can't. Oh god, I feel so bad. Like for a French barista, you have like Americans saying, I want coffee creamer, and they're like, what the hell is a coffee creamer? So, you know, it's got milk. Just like, you know, put milk in your coffee. Why you gotta put cream in your coffee? I mean, you can put condensed milk in your coffee, and that's Vietnamese coffee. It's quite nice, actually. But yeah, I kind of know that coffee creamer is an American thing, so I tell the customers like, we don't have coffee creamer, we just have milk, so you know you gotta put up with it.
French Gallic Bread says condensed milk. What's that?
Condensed milk. It's condensed milk. It's a Asian thing. Condensed milk is an Asian thing. It's also a British thing as well. Condensed milk, it comes in a can, and it's really, imagine you get milk and you boiled it so much, you like condensed it really much that it becomes like a thick, syrupy, white liquid viscosity, and it's incredibly sweet. It's creamy. It's kind of like pudding. It almost looks like pudding. It's like really thick consistency syrup. It's not syrup, it's just like a viscous gunk. It's like really sweet.
French Gallic bread says, oh yeah, we call it milk jam.
Milk jam, that's what it is. We get it in a can, and my dad, he loves it. He puts it in his coffee. That is his coffee creamer. His coffee creamer is condensed milk. But normally, like say for here, you would use condensed milk to make caramel, so you can make like shortbread millionaires. And in Vietnam and in Asia, it's incredibly popular. You instead of milk, you put condensed milk in it, and it's Vietnamese coffee, and it's incredibly nice. Since it's really sweet, you don't need anything else. You don't need sugar, you don't need milk. You just put the condensed milk with the coffee, and it's already a complete drink. So it's quite nice. But maybe like it's really sweet. Condensed milk is incredibly sweet. It's almost like putting like a pump of caramel syrup in your coffee. It's that sweet. It's like once you put like a teaspoon of condensed milk in your coffee, you don't need anything else. I assume that's what coffee creamer is like as well, since coffee creamer is like incredibly sweet and like, you know, dairy as well. Like 1 dollop of it or 1 teaspoon of it, you need it to complete your coffee. Like I said before, some people don't like coffee that bitter. They need like cream and milk and sugar to make it drinkable. So it's kind of like that. But yeah, condensed milk is like milk jam, and generally here you use it to make caramel or use it to like whiten your coffee. In Vietnam, it's incredibly popular. You add it to coffee, and it's just, you know, really nice to drink. And like, you know, my dad always buys a can of like condensed milk, and he always like has it in his cupboard, and he puts it with his coffee. So in a way, it's kind of like a British coffee creamer. Yeah.
French Gallic bread says, I could eat the burnt beans themselves if anything. I don't want no sugar.
I think, have you tried like coffee chocolate? So actual like coffee beans but in chocolate. But yeah, I don't know what actual eating roasted coffee beans would taste like. I don't think it would be quite pleasant to have. I don't think I would recommend having that. I mean, I've heard of like coffee beans in chocolate, but I haven't actually heard someone actually eating coffee beans as they're finished roasting. I wouldn't recommend that actually. You're kind of like eating the seeds. You're eating like because coffee is actually the seed. It's the seed of like a cherry. It's like, imagine a cherry, and you took the pit out of the cherry. Yeah, that's a coffee bean. As in pits of cherry, I mean the seed.
Bread says it's like eating raw carbon in that case, not very healthy.
No, I wouldn't. It's like, as I mentioned before, coffee bean is the actual seed of a fruit. So the closest I can tell you, it's like a cherry. Have you, like, if you've seen a cherry has like a seed, a pit. We call it a pit. It's like a seed. That's the equivalent of a coffee bean. The coffee bean is just the seed that's inside of the fruit. So generally, you know, when you grow like the coffee plant, the coffee fruit, people don't eat the actual fruit. They remove the flesh off of the fruit, and they just get the seed. That's where the coffee bean comes from. So yes, I don't recommend you eat the coffee bean just by itself, because you're just eating like seeds. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with eating seeds. I think like people eat like nut seeds and stuff like that, but I just don't think it would taste that great. So yeah.
French garlic bread says it's called a pit in British English. It's so similar to French again.
I guess so, yeah. Yeah, I would call a seed like a pit. I mean, if you've actually ever seen like raw coffee beans, they're actually green. Before, obviously, when you get
French
raw
garlic
coffee
bread
beans.
says I'll get myself some water. Be right back.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, despite all this coffee talk, hope you're having a good afternoon or evening wherever you are. I am making very slow progress on this picture. What a surprise. I think I'm going to be doing this tomorrow as well. I say that I draw very quickly, and I do. But when it comes to colouring in, I'm incredibly slow at it. Speaking of which, I probably need to drink some water as well. Just a bit break, just need to check some things. Okay, nothing new.
French garlic bread says hey, don't forget to get yourself some water, too.
Yeah, I did. I took a sip of water. Yeah, I have been talking for hours, but... Well, not for hours, for like an hour. But yeah, I have my water as well. Yeah, it's quite interesting, cultural differences between countries and so forth. It's kind of, I talk natural because I always think, oh yeah, you know, condensed milk is like so common in here in Asia. I'm sure like the rest of the world uses condensed milk, and then, you know, finding out, you know, not many people use condensed milk.
French garlic bread says you can find it in most stores here, but most people don't know it exists.
Yeah, because it's quite specific, right? You would only use it for baking. So making caramel, making cake. Or of course, you can use it to, you know, put in your coffee. But yeah, so it doesn't have that many uses. And it always comes in a tin. But yeah, my relationship with coffee is a brief one. It's brief. Because I am a barista, a training barista, I kind of sometimes do need to drink coffee. I can survive without coffee. I do like tea as well though. I mean, today I had tea. I hadn't had home coffee in a while. Maybe I am trying to maybe cut down on caffeine. Shouldn't rely on it too much. But I feel like if I want to treat myself, will get like a latte or like an iced coffee.
French garlic bread says I haven't had tea in such a long time.
Tea is so... in my household, tea is king. Tea is, of course in the UK, tea is like superior as well. I have Chinese tea, jasmine tea, also just normal Earl Grey. I mean, tea is fine. It's just mild. It's not bitter at all. So you can. It's more tea is more customizable than coffee. You can have it black. You can have it with milk. I like to have citrus
French
tea.
garlic bread says isn't tea king in all British household?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. We have a kettle, like specifically just to make tea. And I really like citrus tea, so I like lemon tea and lime tea. I make that quite often if I want tea. I used to have tea with milk, but actually I just like citrus and fruit tea a lot, so I just have that instead. And also I buy a lot of like fruit tea. I like blackcurrant tea and cranberry and raspberry tea, and yeah, I just like to have that with honey. It's really nice. And of course, sometimes after dinner, instead of having soup, we brew jasmine tea, and it works well as like a cleanser. enough, if you do go to a cafe,
French garlic bread says I often pick up mint in the woods to boil it with sugar in a copper kettle. It's so
yeah.
good.
Natural mint tea. Although mint tea, yeah, when I was like first making mint tea, I'll be like, what, there's no actual tea bag with it, it's just like mint water, mint hot water. But yeah, that sounds nice. As I was saying, if you do go to a cafe here, you don't really order tea when you're in a cafe. You would order coffee, and you probably make tea at home to drink. So that's like a common thing. Although, of course, like if you go to a cafe, you can get tea. Or specifically, you have like afternoon tea, and that's when most likely you actually drink tea. I did so many shadows that it's impossible for me to add the highlights on the hair. Oh dear.
French garlic bread says I know you don't care. You said it multiple times now, but the TTS interrupting you is making me so guilty.
Yeah, don't feel guilty. I think I'm getting used to being interrupted. And I said before, I still can't see chat.
French garlic bread says I just need to write it down to vent. Don't mind me.
No, sure. That's absolutely fine. As I said before, if I get more popular and I think chat is disruptive, I'll get rid of the text to speech. Well, the TTS. Oh no, this is the wrong way around. Wrong way around. Oh god. I say that I'm quick at drawing, I'm fast at doing line art, and then when it comes to colouring, I'm just really slow. I think colouring just takes more time than doing the line art. Same thing when I do animation. It takes me really quick to do the line art, and then when I colour in, it just takes me forever to do.
French garlic bread says I really like how the colors came out, so even if you think you're slow, it's worth it.
Yeah, I guess so. I really like blue and yellow. I really like blue and yellow. So that's, yeah, I really like how her hair is done. Really nice and colourful and blue. I tend to work with really bright colours. Although the art application, when I'm using like the art, my art will turn out different depending on what app I use. So if I'm using Clip Studio, my colors are so lovely and bright. But if I'm using like Procreate, it comes out so dull. and like when I'm using Toon Squid, my colors are dull as well. It's really odd. Garlic bread. I think you weren't here earlier this stream, but I was working on like this animation project for an artist, and I finally finished it, so I posted it to them. But I was showing it off in the stream. I was gonna show it again since you're here, but I worked on this quick animation project. It took me like about a week. I did in Toon Squid, but if you've noticed, the colors look a bit more dull. So say here, this is the picture I finished doing in Clip Studio, and then this is the animation that I did in Toon Squid, and as you can see, the colors look a bit dull here compared to the colors that I'm using in say Clip Studio Paint. So it's really odd sometimes how my colors turn out. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Like, they really liked it, so I guess that's all that matters. It's just because I don't take it seriously, so I didn't shade in that animation. Normally I probably would shade it in, but if I did, it would take me like a month to do, and I didn't have that much time to do it. So yeah.
French Gallic Bread says, whoa, no, I think dull colors work a lot better for the more serious environment like your animation.
I guess so, but yeah, it definitely looks dull, in my opinion. It looks way dull compared to the illustration piece I'm doing now, but yeah. I don't know, I think it's just the program that I'm using, and the colors there are just different. But you know what the thing is that I guess as an artist we're very critical of color theory and color grading. I am not that serious, but I've seen artists who they're too serious with their colors and their color palettes. I think they're way too serious. They use like 1,000 layers and different types of overlays and filters. I'm really not that serious when it comes to colors. I'll just be like, yeah, these colors, they kind of go well together. I'm gonna roll with it. That's generally how I am. I don't really want to take it that seriously. I think if I did, it would take me forever to finish a piece. If I'm just...
Gallic Bread says, also my sincerest congratulations about your animation. You should feel proud.
Yeah. It took a week to do. I like how it turned out in the end. The person who was it for, they really liked it. So yeah, it was good. Yeah, I kind of like it when I do complete animation projects. I feel very accomplished. I'd be like, yeah, I did that. I'd be like, yeah, that's great. Like, it came to life. So, yeah, like I said, I'm quite new to animation, so still lots of like new like projects I want to do with it. But yeah, that was it was a good work that I did, and I learned a lot from it. So learned a bit of rotoscoping. So yeah, it was fun to do. But a week just to do 4 seconds of animation is like, oof, oof. I haven't decided how I'm gonna shade this. I was gonna do maybe a full render, or maybe I'll be lazy and just do like a cell shade. There's not much difference to how I render and how I do cell animation. If I do render, I just I just apply a bit of blurring to the edges of the shade. I don't do that much. I will do some form of cell shading, I think, on this piece. I really do want to color in some of my chibis as well. Or maybe I'll just do that tomorrow. But yeah, the animation project I've been doing all of last week, I'm gonna finish it offline. When I do finish it, I will show it off in stream, but I'll have to mute the audio though when I do it.
French Gallic Bread says those animations you do are commissions.
No, they're not. I haven't had a commission in ages. I do it for the hobby. It's for hobby, really. This animation here was for someone. It's their birthday gift. That's what the animation was for. And the one that I'm currently working on, that's for myself. That animation is for myself. I'm gonna post it on my social medias though, so yeah. I do have commissions up. I don't think anyone's really that interested. So yeah, everything that I'm doing is kind of for myself at the moment. But I guess this what I'm doing now is for Twitch, I guess.
French Gallic Bread says I have no idea how commissioning even work, haha.
I've only been commissioned properly once. That's it. I've only been commissioned once. They were a very nice client though, incredibly nice client. The first real commission I got was from a client, a very nice person. I've also gotten a commission from like a workplace friend of mine, like a co-worker. I also did a commission for them, but apart from that, I haven't had any commissions from anyone else. Yeah, commissions is unless you're really good illustrator or you're really popular, It's just I'm never gonna be getting commissions because I'm not popular and my art is not good. But yeah, if commissioning is kind of like, it's communication with the client and making sure you keep them updated with the progress of what you're working on and listening to their feedback, making sure that you make adjustments to what revisions that they request. And I guess, yeah, that'd say is like general. I can't really give advice on commissions because I've only ever done 2 in my whole life. Oh, I really want to colour this in.
French Gallic Bread says, oh come on, don't doubt yourself. I wanna make video games. I'm convinced I'll make it, so you should too.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. Maybe one day I'll get commissions. But for now, I'm kind of drawing for myself and like doing projects that I want to do for now. Of course I'll be happy if I got a commission, but you know, I think for now I want to focus on like, you know, improving these skills. So maybe one day I will get commissioned, maybe. In real life, I think my Barista Academy, we're looking for artists as well. And I think I was like in a telephone conversation with them saying what kind of art I could do for them. It would be non-anime art though, which kind of makes me sad. But I guess they said they would get back to me if I was to do a commission for them. But then they sent like an email saying, oh, can you like actually paint and draw on a coffee machine? And I was like, absolutely not. I don't have Posca pen. I don't have that many Posca pens to draw on a damn espresso machine. And it would be different because I only do digital, and maybe occasionally I'll draw on a shikishi or on like sketch paper, but I can't actually draw on a actual coffee machine. That's like, you know, I'm not a graffiti artist. I wouldn't really know how to do art on like a wall, say, like an actual brick wall. So I kind of just rejected that offer because I knew that I wouldn't be able to do it. And I don't have many Posca pens because you need Posca pens to do that. And Posca pens in the UK are incredibly expensive. They're incredibly... I already spent like hundreds of pounds on Copic markers, which are already expensive. But to spend more money on Posca pens would be kind of ridiculous. So I rejected that offer. I'm not doing that. So yeah, but sometimes you just gotta reject things that you know you can't do.
Fred says Posca pens. What's that?
Posca pens, they're from Japan. They're acrylic markers. So if you've heard of Copic markers are kind of like alcohol marker pens you do art with. Like mangaka, they do it. They illustrate with Copic markers. They're really gorgeous. Like the illustrations you can do on like a Copic marker is amazing. Posca pens, they're kind of new. They're like big and they're kind of like black and like have like a really thick tip. And you use Posca pens because they're acrylic markers. They kind of stick onto surfaces like walls and like plastic and things like that. And they work differently to Copics, because Copics are alcohol-based markers, so they only work on paper or special like acid-proof paper, like marker paper. But Posca pens are different because acrylic paint, like, you know, like acrylic paint is like a common form of paint that is like very strong and vibrant. Acrylic paint can stick onto surfaces very well. So they work differently. Like Copic, you can like blend really easily, but if you know how paints work, acrylic paint is really thick. You can also blend with acrylic markers, but I think it would use more, paint. So, because acrylic paint is quite thick, it sticks onto surfaces more. So, you can use a Posca pen to do art on actual walls and surfaces, but they don't blend very well. You can't really blend with a Posca pen. You can do like very thick outlines, like really bold colours, but you won't be able to have a really lovely blending effect like Posca, like acrylic, laugh out loud, like Copic. Yeah, I know, it's this very artisty type of terminology that I'm saying here, but Posca pens, they're acrylic markers. And they're kind of really fat, and they're very inky. So because the paint is quite viscous, it sticks onto surfaces really good. Like,
French Gallic Bread says, well, I just checked, why is it so expensive?
Incredibly expensive. I think like a set of 6 or a set of 10 costs you like £50. Like, they're very expensive. Like, I know, like, with Copic markers, you can get, like, a set for £100 or so, but for, Poscas, you can only get, like, a few colours, and it would cost you, like, an arm and a leg. And you don't even get, there's even not that many colours with Posca pens. You don't get that many shades. I think, like, with Copics, you can get thousands of, like, shades of colours, but Copics are quite limited. You get, like your primary colours and some colours, but it's very limited. But the magic thing about Poscas is that you can draw on any surface. So say that you wanted to draw on a espresso machine, yeah, you would use Posca pens because the paint will stick to the metal, so you can create artwork on a machine. Like, I personally, if the person was taking that commission, like, good luck to them, because you definitely need Posca markers. You'll need like Posca pens to do an art piece on an actual coffee machine. So I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I knew that I couldn't do it because I just don't have that many acrylic markers or that many Posca pens. I have more Copic markers, so I wouldn't be able to do it. And I don't think it would pay me that much neither. And plus, how would you even plan a sketch on metal? How would you do it? Like, you would have to, like, plan to do it, I guess. I don't know how you would do it. No offense to the Academy. I mean, wish them the best of luck in finding an artist who could, like, you know, do their commission. But that was impossible. I don't think that would I don't think I would be able to do it. I think sometimes as an artist you kind of need to know your limits of what you can do and what you can't do.
French Gallic Bread says, plus you're not allowed to mess any of your lines, haha.
Yeah, I imagine if you're drawing on a metal or on a machine, you probably can't make any mistakes, since you're drawing directly onto metal. I mean, I assume you would have to draw the design first and maybe practice it on a sketchbook, and then you can start doing it on the actual machine, I think. But the thing is that Poscas are just incredibly expensive.
French Gallic Bread says, that's so much work. I'm glad you and me have Control Z.
Yeah, that's the thing about being a digital artist. You can just like hit Control Z and, you know, undo your mistakes. Not that I hate traditional art. I do like traditional art. Do have Posca pens. I do have Copic markers, and I like drawing on shikishis. I just have to be very careful with them because I don't want to make mistakes on them. Because you know, once again, it's very expensive to import various shikishi boards. Yeah, so I do like to draw on them. But yeah, I do digital art the most. I mean, I haven't done traditional art for a while, apart from if I am drawing on a shikishi board. So, yeah.
French Gallic Bread says programming used to be a paper cards. Now it's digital too, hee. Except I don't think we have traditional programmers anymore.
I guess not. But it's good. It's good that you know, programmers don't have to use card anymore. God, can you imagine that?
French Gallic Bread says no, I clearly can't imagine it.
The computers, the phones really have changed quite a lot for society. I mean, for good or for bad. So I'm just going along with it. Don't, you know, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm glad things are kind of more affordable. You can buy like phones that are affordable, laptops that are affordable, graphic tablets that are affordable.
French Gallic Bread says well, Lavender Town isn't as scary anymore.
No, it's not. This is such a nice playlist. I really like this playlist. So I'm gonna finish colouring in the orange for this, and I'm gonna call it a day.
French Gallic Bread says it is a very cozy playlist. Do you have the name of it by any chance?
I'll have a look at it, and I'll let you know. Just let me finish colouring in this, the orange parts. Oh, actually, I'll probably just show you the playlist on YouTube. Just let me finish this. There we go.
French Gallic Bread says please take your time.
Okay. Yeah, this is good. Quick on drawing, slow on colouring in. But like I said before, I guess art is not really meant to be like a speed run. I am supposed to take my time with it. Right. Yeah, I was going to show you it, but this is the playlist. It says Pokemon Chill, no copyright, by Crispy Donut. So that was the playlist I was using. it was quite cool. Yeah, I really like that. That's a good playlist, so I'll probably use it like in the future for my future streams. Yeah. Yeah, so now you can study to
French
peaceful.
Bread says I found it, thanks.
You're welcome. Yeah, you can now study to peaceful Pokemon music. Yeah. But anyway, thanks for coming, French Garlic Bread. It's gonna be end stream for now. Of course, I'm gonna be working on this tomorrow as well, so got a bit done. I think tonight I'm gonna do a stream for Hades. I think. Fingers crossed. I think. But yeah. So I'm gonna be dying, I guess, a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna. Why am I so conscious about this win streak that I have in Hades 1, like 41? I'm just gonna let it go. I'll see how it goes, the 32 heat run I'm doing, and if I'm gonna die, I'll abort and try one more time, and I'm ditching this streak, because I don't want this streak. I don't want it. It's running on my mind too much. But yeah, hopefully tonight I'm gonna, gonna torture my hands with Hades 1, but yeah. I think that's tonight. If nothing happens tonight, then I'll do it. So it'll be a hectic night. So, but yeah, anyway, I'm gonna be ending stream. So thanks to anyone who came. I know Elliot came. I didn't have a chance to talk to Elliot.
French Garlic Bread says thanks you for the stream, Sky.
Hey, you're welcome. Au revoir, French Garlic Bread. If I see you tonight, then yeah, great. If I don't, then no. And yeah, like I said, if you miss out on my streams, I'll have the VODs open, so you can watch them if you like. But if not, hope you have, the rest of the week is good for you. Au revoir. And yes, bye to everyone here. I think I will be streaming tonight, so yeah, hopefully you can join me. I don't know. If you see me tonight, great. If you don't see me tonight, then yeah.
French Garlic Bread says merci et au revoir. Bye bye.
Bye bye, au revoir. Okay, and bye everyone here as well. Bye bye.